Hi, everybody. Oh, what a lovely day for a walk. It's raining. Not raining bad, unfortunately. But it's raining today because it's +5 right now. Yesterday was -23. Right now it's +5. And I'm going this way, checking out the highway for some reason. I've got a reason. I got a good reason. The good reason is I want to. The only reason I need is I want to. That better not be who I think it is. Oh. But yeah, that's just walking down here because I've been hearing a lot of happenings. I believe they're doing work on the train tracks and whatnot down this way. And how do I put this? I needed to get out of the place. I let my dog out for a bit, but I needed to get out of the place, get away from my dog. I had it running for about an hour and a half. I need some alone time away. Not because I'm mad at her or anything, but because I'm going through nicotine withdrawals. Like hardcore nicotine withdrawals. They say the last little stretch of quitting smoking is the worst. And the last bit of nicotine I had was on the 1st of December. It's now the 19th. They say it takes it's now the 18th. They say it takes 22 days for it to clear out of your system and your body to start naturally producing nicotine again. But they say the worst bit of it is like the last 3 to 5 days. And right now, I want to bite off my lips. Like, that's how brutal it is. And it's not just that. I haven't been really able to get to town for a while. Yeah, no, like, I haven't been able to, it's not just the nicotine withdrawals, I haven't been able to get to town for a while. Over a month. I think it's been 7 weeks since I'm able to make it to town, 6 weeks. I am out of supplies. Oh, there ain't no dry leaves. There ain't nothing dry right now. It's raining. I'm just going for this walk. And yeah, I haven't made it to town, so I've been surviving on my supplies. The stuff I preserved over summer, so pickled meat, pickled eggs, more pickled meat, more pickled eggs, legit. I've only been eating pickled eggs and pickled meat for this month, really. I made it to get to town to like once for a very small shop because it's the expensive town, and all I picked up was bread and cheese, some variety. But I'm starting to, lose it a little bit. I know, Sunny Cat. I saw your message. I'm sorry for your loss, but it's one of those. I feel really sorry for your loss, but it's you probably saw it coming, so it's not like it's gonna hit you. Like, It's not like it's a surprise. Like, I feel horrible for you, but you kind of knew something was going to happen. And it doesn't make it any less impactful. I just, sorry for your loss. Well, Hobo, it's, actually, smog gets warm here today. It is 5 degrees above zero, which is like 37 in America land. 37, 40, maybe 40. It's raining. Could be worse, could be snowing. I did everything I needed to do today. I got my water taken care of. I got about 102 liters of water now from snow melt, treated snow. See, that's the point. I feel bad for your loss, but I think it's almost easier because you knew it was gonna promise. That comes to that kind of like that hits the family a little bit harder. That comes to that kind of like that hits the family a little bit harder because nobody knew. You think you could have done something, but in that case, you couldn't. In your case, your family has tried everything they could do, and nothing works. So, I think it's just more your consciousness a little bit clearer. It's just a location. I'm again in the middle of nowhere. I guess that was a bad shot. My lack of hair. I know I should shave it. I really got to get my head shaved. But I'm poor. And it's cold out. Just wait. I know I need a haircut. We're almost where I was going. I need to shave my head. You guys want to see how much snow there's been? That's how much snow there's been. That's actually a stone pile, so not really. But there has been a lot of snow. That's how much snow there's been. It's been pretty brutal. There's a joke here. I'm about ready to cross the train tracks. Big guy cross the train tracks. There's gotta be a joke in there somewhere. But yeah, this is pretty deep into the Ring of Fire. The Ring of Fire is an area of northern Ontario. They call it that because it's constantly on fire. A lot of forest fires. Plus, there's a lot of diamonds and gold up here. This is the train tracks. They go that way. They also go that way. And I'm just walking down to the highway. And some people might recognize this spot. This is where I spent my first 2 nights here. Right here. If y'all recognize the spot. In fact, it was this exact spot right here where my camper was. And I was sitting right here streaming when I first got here. And this is the highway. Truly. Sleepy time. Winter's been brutal. And yeah, that is the highway. Major highway. You're wrong. That train has 2 tracks. It's got a 2-track mind. There's definitely 2 tracks there. So, since we're here, over there is where I work on the tiny homes for the guy. Not too far. He's already done for the month. He's going to be bringing some by probably at the beginning of next month for me to wire up, because I did that on the 5th. Besides that, that's the highway. I go that way to the big town, or go that way there to the little town. The big town is cheaper, so we probably go to the bigger town, even though it's like 2 kilometers further. And yeah, this is called the middle of nowhere. I don't got money to buy myself anything for Christmas. My goal is to do it on the 23rd and have food next month, which is more important than Christmas. I will be spending a little bit of money on my for a few new toys and whatnot, and treats and that for her Christmas. She needs Christmas stuff, and I'll be doing that. But it's just me and the dog, and I'm not going to wrap something up from Santa Claus to myself, you know. I'm going to get my dog and spoil the crap out of her, but not too much for me. But I will be. I'm doing this. Oh yeah, likes are free. If you want to give this stream a like, helps me out a lot. Helps me in the algorithm. You can double tap the screen or triple tap the screen, or press the 3 dot buttons. Long story short, though, I will be live on the 23rd for a little bit. Not doing anything special or important. Just gonna be making my Christmas dinner on the 23rd. Well, that's when I'm eating it. It's not something special. It's just I'm gonna do some salami, crackers, cheese, cucumber, tomatoes, some chili sauce, some chili crisp with, well, I don't know what to put it on. I'll find some stuff to put the chili crisp on. I'm thinking chili crisp and cucumber sounds good. But yeah, and I'll have a couple glasses of wine on the 23rd while we stream from the camper, while I prepare my meal. Might even get some pie. Brisket. Right now I am 19 days off of nicotine. The vape juice I was using was non-nicotine based. There was no nicotine in it. And the fact is I want off the nicotine completely. $20 a month is $20 saved, you know. I can use that for like three packs of eggs. I don't know. I'm pretty good. Sunny Cat, my phone is shot. This phone battery, I couldn't tell you. Last year was fine, but it was 99% when I left. It's 50% now, and that's been 20 minutes. The phone itself is dying. I'll be replacing it also on the 23rd. I have the phone that is the replacement. I bought a broken phone, severely destroyed phone. The logic board is dead, everything on that. Sent it to a person in town. He's already got it fixed, and I got a $1,600 phone for like $400 to him. That's purchasing it and the repair bill. So yay! I just have to make it to town and pay him. That's also part of the trip on the 23rd. Oh no! Again, on the 23rd, I'm doing a proper dinner. Well, not a proper dinner, but all the stuff I like. You know, I've got some. I'll get some of that frozen sushi, some salami, crackers, cheese, and all that. I'll make myself a nice big plate up with chili crisp as well. Get a stream going. Get a bottle of wine. Because if you want to see me drunk, give me a couple beers. You want to see me really drunk, give me a glass of wine. And we'll do a small little party. Yeah, this is quite literally nowhere. See the snowmobile tracks right there. Someone's been running through here. Cool. So, I've actually been back here through my lot. You see that fir tree right there? Okay, if you go about the same distance from this pole to the fir tree away, that's actually my lot back there. My lot ends at that pole right there. It's long and skinny. I'm also long, just not skinny. Yeah, I've been back here. It's very marshy back here, but there's a lot of animals. Chili Crisp is just that, Chili Crisp. It's this, they come in red jars. They're supposedly spicy. There's no spice to it whatsoever. But it's, there's garlic, chili flakes, and it's all been fried really heavy in oil, so it's really crispy and salty and oily and umami flavors and all. It's just good. I haven't found any. I'm out of it. I've been out of it for weeks, but I use it on everything when I've got it. That's why I'm out of it. And I haven't found anything I don't like it on. Like hard-boiled eggs, it's amazing on. Same with the pickled hard-boiled eggs. Fantastic on. Dumplings even better. Ramen even better. Eggs, fantastic. That's all I've eaten is freaking eggs in the last month. Any kind of meat. It's just good stuff. And I'll be buying... It's $2 for a jar. I'll probably buy 3 to 5 jars when I'm doing my stock up on the 23rd. It's one of those items I really like and I enjoy that helps me, just get through mentally. Because honestly, I've been struggling with cabin fever and loneliness and all that jazz. And, constant poverty. The constant poverty kind of sucks. But when things are good, they're good. Especially now that I'm meeting more people in the area and I'm finding a little bit of handyman work here and there, making survival a lot simpler, easier. I don't know what to say. But the one thing that does get to me is the loneliness, the isolation. The nicotine withdrawals aren't helping either right now. But I want to, it's good. I'm glad I made the decision to just not get the nicotine base, to just say I'm done with it, and have no other option but to wait the 30 days out till my next trip to town and get off of the nicotine. Like, right now my head is pounding. And I want to scream because I want to smoke so bad. But it's the last, it'll be 22 days on the 22nd I haven't had nicotine. I'm capturing it again, and for free. It's just these last 2 dang days are not easy. Sorry about that. That's one of the caveats of being in the middle of nowhere. There's little to no connection. Cuts off. Looks like it's fine now. Hopefully it stays that way. Rain seems to have stopped. Psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? My neighbor's dogs just had puppies. They had Corso, Cane Corso, Pitbull, Husky Cross, and a wolfhound or something. Not a wolf, but one. I'm not taking one. I'm trying to avoid their place at all costs because they'll show me a like I love puppies, but they're gonna be like moose is good. Moose is small. I can handle moose. When the puppies are already like 2 weeks old and they're already bigger than my dog, those ain't puppies. And that's not a dog. That's a horse. That's a bear. That dog's gonna be like bigger than my camper. Where the hell do I live? $16, yep. Tons of dogs. And they're giving them away. But I don't need no giant breed dog. I'm happy with one dog, and I'm happy with my teeny tiny little baby moose. All 15 pounds of her. She's more fluff than dog. Maybe. Yeah, the 20th. Almost back home. Good little refreshing walk. I don't feel like chewing off my lips anymore from the nicotine craving. Yeah, I'll be mostly cutting the ingredients, getting myself a nice little fancy little dinner made on stream, and drinking some fine wine for a couple hours until the evening, because that evening I also have plans to meet up with some people, friends on Discord, to have a chat with. So yeah, if y'all want, as I was trying to say, if y'all want to support the channel, please feel free to give me a like. There's also a PayPal donation link in my bio. Not trying to be like, do it, but every penny in my life helps, and being able to get a few more extra supplies would be cool. And there's this as well. That thing broke down. But besides that, it's been pretty boring. No excitement happening. Everybody's just sticking indoors, sticking to themselves. because it is winter, and winter is cold and desolate. We really have a Borean desert up here. Boreal desert. Snow desert. Snezert. And yeah, we're home-ish. That's my driveway. Well, not my driveway, but the road to go to my driveway. And it looks like the neighbors are out. Definitely the neighbors are out. I'm pretty good. How good is going to win? That's fantastic. So they won't think I'm crazy talking to a phone. Even though that's like what you're supposed to do with a phone, talk to it. But yeah, we're home. Snares, I've got plenty of traps. I've got them all through the back there. It's pointless. Just because the amount of wolves we have. It seems all I've been doing with my snare traps is feeding the local wolf population. Unfortunately. Again, we've got a lot of wolves. Every time my snare gets set off and I get something, by the time I get to it, it's gone. I've got one rabbit out of it. I found pieces of rabbits every other time, but that's, wolves for you. Especially the old smart ones. Hey, Boondog. Yeah, still fighting off those nicotine withdrawals, man. I feel like chewing off my lips. And you're going to notice something different about here. It looks so weird, doesn't it? Look weird? So yeah, for those who've been tuning in for a while, I had built a log cabin. I built a log cabin over the spring and summer. It was beautiful. I loved it. But because of the train tracks we just came from, it's not allowed. Not allowed within 500 meters of train tracks. Old world buildings such as log cabins or bushcraft builds. They gave me 5 days to take it down, or it was going to be a $5,000 fine. That is counting, they were going to be a huge snowstorm the day after, so I loaded some grease up on the fire pit, and I burned the shack to the ground. And you can see where it used to be because the fire pit still stands. Why don't I try the nicotine gum? Because I don't want nicotine. Stress, I got my walk. And I can't buy anything anyways because you don't understand how limited my trips to town are. I get to go shopping one time a month. If I'm lucky. It's been right now almost 7 weeks since I've been able to do any shopping. So, yeah. Well, I can't even get regular gum. Regular gum requires a store. I'm just gonna sit my butt down here. And nearest, let's say, corner store, variety store kind of deal from me right now, I could hitchhike to and hitchhike back from, if I'm lucky. Sometimes you're not. But for me to walk to would take there and back maybe 6 hours. That's that. The other one is hitchhiking. If you're lucky, yeah, maybe there and back 25-30 minutes. That's if you get hitchhiked, but it's more likely you're going to be walking. You don't really understand how far away from everything I really am, how isolated I actually am. Like, the nearest town is still, if we're to drive, which it has to be a drive because it's a 4.5 hour walk. To drive, it's still like 45 minutes. That's that's the life, and especially the fact that I can't have a car and I can't drive. So I'm kind of at the whims of other people. And these other people can't get to town either because the main reason why we haven't been able to get the main reason why I can't get to town is legit. We've all been snowed in. You see these skies? That's how it's been for the last month, where in the last 30 days, we've had 8 hours of sun, so I've had no power. Not to mention, every single day we've got this shit on the ground. So we're always trying to constantly dig out. And the plows don't make it easy for us. So they will do the main road that I was walking on. They will plow it because there's kids here. And the kids have to go to school, so they're legally required to do that, even though it is a private road. But they don't dig out. But they keep doing it every day. So there's snow at the front of the drives that are like 3-4 feet high that we have to dig out to get out. And imagine not having a car, depending on someone else, and it's just hard to get out. That's why you plan for. I like it like this. I like it like this. I like it up here. I'm happy like this. This is home. It's just you got to plan your trips to and from town. Like, my trips are always planned for the 23rd, either the 21st or the 23rd, and I hitch a ride with my neighbor Aubrey. And unfortunately, last month when we were supposed to go, we got completely snowed in. Sorry about that. The last time I was able to get anywhere was with Aubrey, and it wasn't even to town. It was he had to fill his propane up, and I was out of propane too, so I went along. And there's nowhere to do shopping. And that was several weeks ago. That was about a month ago. I filled up 200 pounds of propane, which I have. Also is part of the. We're gonna head in for now. I got a dog, and got some pickled eggs for dinner and lunch. I've gotta eat. Yay! So love you, y'all. Bye.